DreAllDay.com.
First time catching a live stream. That's what's up. Shout out to Halloween Gang. First time catching my live stream. Any tips on girls? Yes, I got a course called Get the Girl on my website. It's DreAllDay.com/girl. You take that course, you have all the education you need, and we are enhancing that course. When the enhancements get done, the price is going up. So the price you see now will change. Steve from Nicaragua, what's going on? My name is Dre Baldwin, for those who don't know me, also known as Dre All Day. My background is a pro athlete, played ball overseas 9 years now. I'm a professional speaker. I am a professional or background pro athlete. I told you I've done 3 TED Talks, written 7 books, 5,000 YouTube vids, 4,000 blog posts. I got a lot of stuff coming. I got a show on the Grant Cardone TV network called Work on Your Game. I got a podcast called Work on Your Game. I got a company called Work on Your Game. This t-shirt says Work on Your Game. This tank top, Work on Your Game. What's up, Raw Y? So I'm taking questions. We're talking basketball, talking business, entrepreneurship. What else? Mindset, confidence, the opposite sex. Are my toes curled? Athleticism question. I don't even know what that means. So I can't answer the question. I don't even know what that means. That means Kyrie Irving before. Have you seen Napoleon Hill's lectures? Yeah. Any tips on finding your first client for a basketball trainer? Yeah, you create your client. You don't have to find them. You create it. Find a player who wants to get better and help them out. That's your first client right there. Go to a basketball court. There are players who want to get better. Is there any tricks to finishing layups in traffic? Is it a mental thing? Well, it's not a mental thing. It's a physical thing. To finish a layup, the ball got to go in the basket. So the ball got to go in the basket for you to finish a layup in traffic. But if you're in traffic and you find that you're missing, then maybe you should pass the ball. Pass the ball to somebody who's open. One of my favorite podcasts, if you listen to my podcast, I got an episode, I don't know if I put that episode out already or it's coming soon, about my favorite podcast episode. So just subscribe to the Work on Your Game podcast and you'll see it. How do you get sponsored by doing what you love? What do you mean by sponsored? Define what you mean by that word. What's the name of the pro team I play for? Go to my website and read about it. You read all about it. I'm stuck in traffic. What city you in? You stuck in traffic at 11 at night. The snaps and periscopes have made me a richer and better person. That's what's up. That's the word right there, everybody. He just told you. Hawaii? Okay. I never even been to Hawaii. I need to get out there. Well, if I'm playing someone bigger than me in one-on-one, how can I destroy them? Well, the first thing you need to do is get your game up. Because if the first thing out of your mouth is that they're bigger than me, then your game's not good enough because you're thinking about the opponent instead of yourself. What is the key for attracting the opposite sex? Taking my course called Get the Girl at DreAllDay.com/girl. You need to do that. You like my background? Thank you. That's not a background. That's the actual. That's real. That ain't no green. This ain't no green screen. Can I get higher hops? Yes. Go to DreAllDay.com/jump. JUMP. My snap is at Dre Baldwin. My first name, last name at Dre Baldwin is my snap. Oh yeah, I know you weren't saying it was a Salali. I get it. What do I fear? Wasting time. Power's out in Baton Rouge. Well, you still got your phone. Just make sure your phone don't get drained, and then you can't even use your phone because you used all the battery. Selena. All right, what's up, Selena? I'm from Philadelphia. This is not Philadelphia you're looking at, though. I'm in Miami, is where I live. What am I about? Look at my bio. You'll see. When are the prices going up? Soon. So what you need to do is get in now, because when the price goes up, I'm not giving a date for when the price is going up. I'm just telling you it's going up. When we have a hard date, I'll give a hard date, but right now we don't have one. You just better be ready. Why is it so hard to get average people to listen to personal development? Because you're doing the wrong thing. You're asking the wrong question. You're trying to get average people to listen to personal development. You're making a mistake right there. Can't fit a square peg into a round hole. I'm going to move to South Florida for medical school next month. How bad is the rainy season? I've never heard anybody ask that question before they moved to South Florida. If you're moving here, then it don't matter, does it? I mean, it's not like that's going to change the fact you're going to medical school. Phillies. Y'all live in Broward? No, I live in Miami. I just said that. Broward and Miami is right next to each other, though. What's my vertical? I don't know. What do I think about life? What about it? Ask me a better question. Do you believe in having training partners, or do you prefer training alone? Both. Why would I have to pick one or the other? both. When playing with inexperienced players, they sometimes don't switch on screens? What should I do? What do you think? You're a basketball player. You obviously are experienced. Since you're calling them inexperienced, you should have an answer to that question. When should I buy the jump manual? Whenever you want to jump higher. If that answer is next year, then buy it next year. If you want to jump higher never, then buy it never. If you want to jump higher now, then get it now. Can I speak any other languages? I used to know some Spanish, but not really. How do I tap into my zone and ball? You take my Bulletproof Mindset course at DreAllDay/Bulletproof. DreAllDay/Bulletproof. It's an 8-module course. We're about to add, I think, 4 extra modules to that course. So you need to get in now, because when we add those modules, the price goes up. Have you ever trained with a weighted vest? Yes, I have. Does it help my vertical? I don't know. I didn't measure it, my vertical, so I can't tell you a number. But training with a vest, absolutely. How can I become the ultimate athlete? By taking the course. Can you gain confidence in basketball from the success of another sport? I don't know. You're going to have to go play another sport and find out, and let me know. Favorite food? Bananas. Do I like junk food? Yes. Any tips for trying to consistently shooting in traffic? If you're in traffic, you shouldn't be shooting. You should be passing. So that's my tip. You asking the wrong question. Did tattoos hurt? No, it's a needle. I mean, how do you deal with haters? Who said you had to deal with them? What you can do is listen to my podcast called Work on Your Game, where I talked about that in detail so you can learn. How can I make $1 million? Help 1 million people. I always get messed up by help defense, but others get by them easily. Well, what does that have to do with you? What you should do is get more game experience. So your challenge is you need to get more game experience so you can learn through instinct how to do that. It's not something that, it's not like you read a book and then you learn how to do it. You got to go out there and physically do it. This is Dre Baldwin y'all talking to, for those who don't know me, also known as Dre All Day. We're checking in from Miami. I'm a pro speaker, pro athlete, TED talker, YouTuber, blogger, podcaster. Best childhood memory? I don't know. How do I get game if nobody wants to play? And you work on your game by yourself. Go to hoophandbook.com. I got programs for you to work on your game alone, so you don't need nobody to play. And if you ain't got no game, you shouldn't be playing anyway. You should be practicing. If you have no game, you should not be playing basketball. You should be practicing basketball. It's 2 different things. But I plant tulips for $50 an hour. If I needed the money, yes. Or if I wanted the money, or if I just wanted some tulips. Those are 3 reasons why, yes, I would do that. What do I think about the talk of a 4-point line? Nothing. Keep getting blocked while trying to finish at the rim. Tips: work on your game. Step your game up. Tips on meeting people who have the same interests as you. I feel like an outcast. Go find those people. Type of people you want to meet, where would they be? Go to those places. How do you get more playing time? You don't. You earn more playing time. If you go to the Work on Your Game podcast, I talked about that. I'm going to tell you the episode where I mentioned that. How to get more playing time. Short or tall girls, doesn't matter. Exactly. You already answered your own question. Number one episode of Work on Your Game podcast is how to get more playing time, or playing time issues for athletes. There's a lot of athletes asking about playing time, but they shouldn't even be asking about that. You should be asking how can they get some damn game. So if you had some game, you wouldn't be worried about playing time. Are there pro camps for overseas basketball in the U.S.? Go to Google and find out. Google can answer that question for you, or go to DreAllDay/help, where I write about that in detail. Favorite protein powder brand? I don't have one. I don't have a favorite brand. What's my morning thing to eat? I eat fruit in the morning. Is this Tyrese? No, I don't even look like Tyrese. Or Anderson Silva? Nope. Do I meditate? Yes. This is Dre All Day y'all are talking to. For those who don't know me, my website is called DreAllDay.com. My Snap is at Dre Baldwin. At Dre Baldwin is my Snapchat. I snap all the time. I share so much value on the snap. That's why people want to hear it. Alright, we gotta get this guy out of here. What should I do when I'm third wheeling and there's nowhere else to go? I don't even know what third wheeling means. So what does that mean? If you don't know what to do, go read a book. Reading a book will always help you. It'll make you a better person, make you smarter, make you more valuable. So if you don't know, anytime in life you don't know what to do, go grab a book, sit down and read it. That'll help you get better at life. It don't even matter what you do. 1,000 hearts for drinking water. Well, that's how it be. That's how it goes. Cost of doing show on Cardone TV, value. If I offer value, that's why I do a show. I can't speak for what nobody else doing. I don't know nobody else's deal. That's my deal. How would you reach out to pro college players you train with? I missed the rest of that question. Favorite TV show or movie? You gotta ask me a better question than that. I don't even watch TV, so I don't have a favorite TV show. I don't really watch movies either. Is hiring family members for jobs a good idea? I don't know. You're gonna have to go do it and find out. I don't know about your family members or the job you offering. I got a good consistent jumper, but I flick both my wrists. I think is ugly. Any fix? Well, what do you got to fix? What's the problem? If it's good and consistent, why are you fixing it? So I think you might be asking the wrong question. It's a Get the Girl course based on your experiences, based on experience, knowledge, and actionable tips that you are going to use to get the success you want with women. If you go to the course page and read it, then you'll have answers to that question. How do I answer questions so fast? I got a lot of experience. I got practice answering a lot of questions. I've responded to 750,000 questions online over the last 10 plus years. My current weight, I don't know. I don't weigh myself. Since the East is weak in the NBA, do you think the Cavs will go back to the finals? I don't think the East is weak. I think the East, it's still the NBA. The Cavs are just a good team. They won the championship. So they beat the best team from the West. So maybe the West is weak. Where do you think Katy will end up in free agency? I think we'll find out in the next 48 hours. I got too much time on my hands? I don't think so. I'm not even answering the questions. I answer the good questions. If it's not a good question, I'm not answering it. So if I didn't answer your question, you just got to ask a better one. Curry or James? I'll say James. He won the championship. How do you follow me? Hit the follow button. Would I consider a sponsor for my Cardone TV show? It depends on who it is. I would consider it. That don't mean I would do it. I miss a lot of jump shots short. Any ideas on how to fix that? Yeah, start making them. Did I play in the D League? No. Top 3 favorite players in the NBA? Nobody. Michael Jordan. All right, let's step the question quality up here. Where can I get the tank top you got on? Hoophandbook.com. Hoophandbook.com. I seem kind of rude with my answers. Hey, that's your problem. It's not my problem. Haven't been on my scopes in a while. Well, that's what's up. I'm glad you're here. Do I drink Gatorade? Every once in a while I have Gatorade, but not really. You're sorry? Who am I? What are you sorry about? First of all, let's find out what you're sorry for, then I'll tell you who I am. You love how honest I am. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't sugarcoat anything. This is the normal way that I respond to questions all the time. So for those who didn't know me, this is what I do all the time. When am I running a marathon? January. If you follow my Snap, y'all know I'll be talking about it. I'm gonna do a marathon in January. Where am I at? South Florida. Quick, simple-minded answers, not really making much sense. Well, get your bitch ass out of here then. Who told you to be here? Am I interested in watching the show that pretty much represents my life story? What show would that be? The only person who could make that show is me. Do I follow pro shot shooting system? No, I do not. Tattoo on the left arm. It says energy, persistence, preparation, and boldness. Career-threatening injuries? No, not for me. But the same injury could be career-threatening for one person and nothing for another person. Have I been to Boston? Yes. Naruto Man? No, I'm not looking that up. I ain't trying to watch no movies. Do I still meet fans, subscribers in person? Yeah, sometimes in the course of day-to-day, I meet people all the time who know me. I met a guy in the gym the other day who knew who I was. I wasn't going out to meet him. I was just out doing what I was doing. He saw me. We talked for a minute, and that was that. If that's what you mean. I don't know exactly what you mean. This is Dre All Day y'all are talking to, also known as Dre All Day. Body Armor or Gatorade? Neither. I don't drink neither one of them on a regular basis. What is this cat? Every once in a while, I come on Periscope and there are people who just leave trolling comments. I think they just go to random scopes and just leave the same comments. How did I get in the career that I'm in now? I just started doing it. I created this career. So I'm an entrepreneur, so I wasn't hired for a job. I just started providing value to people at the highest level I possibly could in multiple formats consistently, and that's how it became what it became. Favorite lift in the weight room? There's no favorite lift. I don't have a favorite lift. Can you explain what you do for the new people in the scope? I'm a professional. My background is professional athlete. Played ball overseas 9 years now. I'm a professional speaker. I'm a coach and consultant. I've done 3 TED Talks. I've written 7 books, published 5,000 YouTube videos, 4,000 blog posts. Got 3 programs online. About to publish a 4th coming soon. I'm about to do 100 more after that. Does that answer your question? Head of Work on Your Game Incorporated, Work on Your Game Enterprises. My website's called DreAllDay.com. You can find out everything. Thank you, Rocky. I didn't know you were vegan. I'm not vegan, so you're right. You didn't know that because I'm not. How much water do I drink each day? I don't know. I don't measure it. I just drink it. I appreciate that, China doll. Thank you. You're reading a question and mine fades, should I re-ask? Yeah, if it's a good question. If you post it a couple times and I don't get it, then it might not be a good question. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, whoever is giving me the hearts. It's being risky necessary for business. Well, risky is a relative term, so I can't really answer that. You got to define what risk is. Did I do the Jump Attack program? Yes, I did. I wrote a review about it on my website. If you go to DreAllDay.com and type in Jump Attack, you'll see the review that I wrote. Favorite music, hip hop. Do I eat hot sauce? No. I don't really eat nothing spicy. I'm not a fan of spicy stuff. I went to Penn State Altoona. It was the college I went to. Penn State Altoona. Do I still need a business partner? It depends on what the partner brings to the table. It's not really about having a partner. It's about what they can do that I can't do. Any books I would recommend? Yeah, I got an entire list at DreAllDay/read. READ. You Dare Me to Dance. Oh, what is it, like a slumber party? Truth or Dare? Which Game of Thrones character is dying next? I don't know. You just finished at Penn State Altoona? All right, shout out to Penn State Altoona. Did I ever invest in the stock market or Forex? No. Favorite movie? Ocean's 11. I don't really watch movies though. So any movies that's come out in the last, let's say, 5 years, I don't really know about them. I don't watch movies. I don't really watch TV. Favorite NBA player, Jordan. Do I watch Walking Dead? No. I don't know anything about Walking Dead. Do I like horror movies? I don't watch movies, period. So I don't like any kind of movies. Horror, comedy, chick flick, romance, action. I don't like any kind of movies. I don't watch movies. What's my daily schedule? I don't have a daily schedule. That's a little boring. Well, boring is relative, honey. Second favorite sport? I don't have one. Dre or Jordan one-on-one? What's Jordan? Michael Jordan? DeAndre Jordan? My views on taking risks. What about it? Ask me a specific question and I can give you a good answer, but you got to get specific with your question. Would I say I don't? No, I actually do interact with social media a lot. Do some people think I'm boring? What people? If they do, I probably don't talk to them, so I really wouldn't even care what they think. I wouldn't even know what they think, so I really can't answer that question either. My name is Dre Baldwin. I answer questions with questions. Sometimes I do, and sometimes the question is not good enough, so I need clarification, so I ask a clarifying question. I challenge the questioner to ask me a better question. See, when I get good questions, I give good answers. Want to know how I learned to play defense without playing ball? No, I don't want to know. You like my name? Thank you. My name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day. For those people who don't know me, I'm a pro speaker, pro athlete, TED talker, YouTuber, blogger, podcaster, coach, consultant, basketball player, periscoper, Snapchatter, Twitterer, Instagrammer, Facebooker. What else? We'll just stop there. Dr. Dre. All right, shout out to Dr. Dre. Good workouts to do with just 10-pound weights? None. Put the weights down and just do a workout without the weights. Get Ultimate Athlete. DreAllDay.com/UA stands for Ultimate Athlete. Let's say you took a risk by investing in the stock market, for example. Okay, let's say that I did. Then what? Is that a question? What is that? What do I define as real people? I don't. Why would I be sitting around thinking about that? Why would that even matter? Every person I meet is judged on a case-by-case basis. We need more men like you. Well, unfortunately, Rocky, it ain't nobody else. Unfortunately, it's only me. I'm a one of one. Can I get into really good shape without the gym? Well, it depends on your definition of what really good is. How do you define really good? My Snapchat is at Dre Baldwin. For those who want Snap, follow me on Snapchat. At Dre Baldwin. First name, last name. That's my Snapchat. Do I have a fast metabolism? How would I know if it's fast? Because I don't know how to know what a fast metabolism is. So if you know, tell me, and then I can tell you. How do I find above average people? Well, first of all, you need to get clear on what an above average person is, and then go look for people who are doing those things. Depends on how you define fast. Exactly. It does depend on how you define fast. For some people, fast is 10 miles per hour. For some people, it's 20. For some people, it's 100. You don't gain weight with fast metabolism. Now, I think you need to go do some reading on metabolism, but that's not actually true. A newborn baby can have fast metabolism. They're still going to gain weight as they grow. You can have fast metabolism and still gain muscle and get bigger. Doesn't mean you won't gain any weight. So that's actually incorrect. I should collab with Brandon Carter or Elliot Holst. I did a vid with Brandon Carter in 2013. Look it up. It's on my YouTube channel. Who will win a one-on-one, Dre all day or who? Devin Williams? Well, that game wouldn't even happen. And today, that game wouldn't even happen. So there's actually no answer to that. How can I become less shy? Take my course, Bulletproof Mindset. DreAllDay.com/bulletproof. Bulletproof. DreAllDay/bulletproof. That's my course, Bulletproof Mindset. That'll help you. And then take my course called People Skills. DreAllDay/people. What do I think about self-driving cars? Why would I even be thinking about a self-driving car? What about it? I don't understand these questions. Well, I understand some of the questions. That one I don't understand. Do I still play any pickup? Yeah, when I want to. And when I don't want to, I don't play pickup. When did I get my first dunk? I was 16. I don't remember what grade I was in. Do I think they're safe? What's your definition of safe? What does safe mean? Like, is it impossible for it to get in an accident? Then no, because if somebody driving a different car hits that car and you're still in an accident, you can still die. I mean, driving cars, period, is not necessarily safe. Because you can't control none of the other cars on the road. Miami looks nice. It is. You should come see it. You feel a debate with me would be endless? No, it'd actually probably be very short, because I'd make it short. I would win and then it'd be over. So it wouldn't be endless. Do you think you would be able to guard me? Now, who are you? Just watch the Work on Your Game podcast, episode 79. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody who's subscribed to the Work on Your Game podcast. Do I like traveling to new places? Yeah, it depends on what I'm doing at that place, though. What do you do when someone is being ignorant in an argument? I don't do anything. It really depends on the situation. How do you balance school and sports? I did a video on that on YouTube. Look it up. Is ball life? Whose life we talking about? Yours or mine? Have I given back to my community? I'm giving back to the community right now. By doing this Q&A, I don't have to do this. I'm giving back to the community at this very moment. And if you Google me, you'll see how much I've given back. I've given more content to the internet over the last 10 years than any human being alive. There ain't no person you can name put out more content than me in the last 10 years. Nobody. Am I in a relationship? Yes. What haven't I done on video? Exactly. Well, I think about Jesse Williams' speech. Yeah. I think it was a good speech. That's about it. It was a speech. I mean, once it's over, it's over. It was cool. Everybody talked about it for a day, and now everybody's talking about something else. That's how it is. That's a bold statement. Well, it's not a statement, it's a fact. This is an actual fact. It's not really bold. It's just what it is, neutral. Facts are neutral, ladies and gentlemen. They're not bold, they're not shy, they're not audacious, they're neutral. They just are what they are. Coolest country I've been to. That's a good question. I'll say Lithuania. Lithuania was great. Montenegro was great. I've never been anywhere that I didn't like. Let's put it that way. I'm going to take a couple more questions and we wrapping this one up. From 0 to 100, how much you learn from school versus books, people, etc.? I would have to think on that one for a day or two. I can't answer that right off the top. But I would say books taught me a lot more about entrepreneurship than school. Let's put it that way. To get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, I don't know. I don't eat them. Looks so nice in the background. It is nice. It look better in person. One thing you would tell your younger self is advice. I got a podcast episode on that. Go to the Work on Your Game podcast. Start at episode 1 and listen to all of them and you'll get that answer. So everybody, this is what I'm going to tell y'all before we wrap this one up. My podcast is called Work on Your Game. That's what this stands for. WOYG is Work on Your Game. Work on Your Game is the name of my podcast. If you know who Grant Cardone is, I got a show on his network that's also called the same thing, Work on Your Game. And my Snapchat is at Dre Baldwin. My first name, last name. You look at my Periscope bio, my Snapchat is on there. Follow me on Snapchat tonight. Let me know that you found me through Periscope. I'll say what's up to you. My Snapchat at Dre Baldwin. What do I tell people with depression and say on Twitter? What do you mean? Rephrase that question so that it makes grammatical sense because I don't understand what that said. I'm going to take like 2 more questions and we wrapping this up. So if you got a good question I didn't answer yet, ask it now. If you got one, let me know. My happy always. Simple question. Mark Hampton, what kind of question is that? Ask me a better one. I'm not going to waste the last ones on that. Or that. Somebody come with a better question. Or I'm going to just wrap it up if nobody got one. Have I read 0 to 1? It's on my bookshelf. I didn't read it yet, but it is on my bookshelf. People talk depressions on Twitter. I don't really talk to people who talk depression on Twitter. Why would I want to surround myself with that type of person? I'm fine as hell. Well, thank you. I'm going to tell my mom you said that. Basketball players I like this dude on YouTube named Dre Baldwin. Look him up. DREBALDWIN. Everybody, work on your fucking game. Dre all day. Follow me on Periscope. What could you not do with more confidence? Less attention to the negativity of other people. More focus on your goals than nothing else. And not letting unfortunate circumstances slow you down. Would all of those help you out? Well, go to dreallday.com/bulletproof. Check out my new 8-week course called Bulletproof Mindset. Get started, and I'll see you over there. Work on your. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is at Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known. Getting the exposure you want and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast when you're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game.